That's my heart.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run, and here's Amarian Hampton. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
1. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Great. 180, 180.
Another run here with Hampton. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Great. Set.
We'll try to run for it with Hampton. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Great. Set.
On play action, here's Hurts. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the Saints' 39-yard line.
Trying the left side, and here's Hampton. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
63.
Left side, it's complete. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
McLaughlin. Good on the extra point. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. He gets free inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 92 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Saints will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 49-yard line.
Alpha, Alpha, Alpha. Delta set. And anyone hit?
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Saints' 44-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Delta set. And anyone hit?
They'll go again with Hampton.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
On first down, right back to Hampton. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Alfred Collins there to bring him down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of
From the
3.
33, here's 2nd down and 7.
Delta set. And anyone hit? Yeti, Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti.
He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 17 to the 17-yard line.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
We are through 1. The Saints out on top. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter. as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Hey! Great. Set. Trimmer. No touch.
On the ground, Hampton. And he's into the end zone. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, Eagles.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, Ward. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's Ward now on 2nd down. He'll go right and find his running back, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They get 14 on that hookup. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really 2 types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
Ward to throw again. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And that is incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Ward. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Pinnock. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. action. Here's Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Second and 8.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 22 now, here's second and 8.
No touch that. Miami. No touch.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. Past the 45. How about that run all the way down to the 25-yard line? Big-time play for Philly. 53 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Hey, Silver. No touch.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Hey, easy.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal.
No touch.
They'll run with Hampton. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Second and goal.
No touch. Trimmer. No touch.
One more time with Hampton. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. McLaughlin's good on the extra point. And the Eagles have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
Man in motion is Smith. On first down, it's Ward. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, but we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. They're down and 3.
Here we go. Warriors.
Out of the gun, Ward. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down to see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
Ready, set.
So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18.
60, set 60.
Man in motion is Smith.
Ready, right?
To the air again, Ward. On the run to the right. And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Arian Smith, touchdown Saints. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
His kick is good. That ties the game at 21 apiece.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that is incomplete. Marion Hampton was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. And we will not have a return. This one hit in the field of play and bounces out of bounds. Now, first down throw for Ward. The catch made by McCool. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Saints going to use their second timeout, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. On first and 10, Ward. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Going for it all. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work to separate the man from football, and it'll bring up third down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Throwing on third down, Ward. To the left side and taken in by Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The offense not coming off the field. And here's fourth down. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
Wow, what this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth, he certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. He takes off. So we're at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up the third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You could chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
180, 180.
Now it's Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
That is hard, and he will score. Devontae Turpin, touchdown, Eagles.
What a play call there. Every offensive coordinator around the league, Mike, they have got to have it plays. They got a short list of calls for these exact situations. Tie game, 4th quarter, put the ball in the hands of your offense, and man, they come through and deliver.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Eagles go up by 7, 28-21. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Ready? Panther 11. Panther 19, 18.
Man in motion is Smith. Shotgun snap for Wool. That's taken in left side by Smith. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Ward. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll be 3rd down. Throwing, Ward. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They are going for it. It's Ward. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Hampton. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. He's got that complete to Turpin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Hampton trying to work inside. And he searches for a gain of about 5. He'll come up now for second down and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
Run between the tackles for Hampton. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He'll get this out to the left flat. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
This offense, they just continue to find such creative ways to get the ball into the hands of their playmakers. And this time they use the pre-snap motion to help their guy gain leverage. And it's just an easy pitch and catch for the touchdown.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Eagles will extend this third quarter lead. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Mustang 19, 18, Riley, Stephanie,
On first down, Ward. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, New Orleans.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on-the-line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the result showed.
That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding.
Okay, ready?
Task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
On play action, Hurts. Looking middle, and he's got ground. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. An An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Good, set.
On the give, here's Hampton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
No touch.
A give left side for Hampton. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, they need 3.
Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Good, set. On anyone else? Yeti.
On the ground, Hampton will start the 4th. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2.
No touch. On anyone else? Hey, 73. Back.
Here's Hampton. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 11.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Here's a run.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal.
73. On anyone else?
They'll go with Hampton. And he's got another one. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, Eagles. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Looking to throw, it's Ward. That's hauled in on the left by Nacua. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are under. When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the 1st down.
Throwing again is Ward. To the left side, caught by Chase. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a 1st down. 1st and 10.
Liking 18. Come on.
Again, it's Ward. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Jones. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdown. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
McLaughlin's good on the extra point. And the Eagles tack on one more to their lead.
Saints 21.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Ward. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
70 range. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Ward. He'll throw it left and has his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. To the air again, Ward. A ball deep for the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most. And I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
3rd and 6.
Pack the 60, pack 19 sight, not 2.
Ward to throw again. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. He's going to have the 1st down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues. Throwing is Ward. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Let's go now.
Here's Ward. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Yaya Diaby. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Ward. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.
Come on.
2nd and 11.
Crack all 80.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. So it's a win here for the Eagles. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as